Hey Aquarius, welcome to Germinate Tarot. I'm still down a germ, but she's settling into our new digs and they're fabulous, and we will be talking to you from there mid-April. So looking forward to that. Until then, I'm going rogue. I haven't been feeling so well, so I'm going with my Gypsy Witch, which are the ones I use every day. Connect with them really well. Really just need to go with something that feels good. So for Aquarius, we're going to do from April 3rd to the 15th. We're going to see what's going on. Lean towards relationships, but we'll see what comes out. So can we please get Aquarius from the 3rd to the 15th? Let's find out what's going on with Aquarius. So clean. Too many. Alright. You guys. Jeez, you know what I'm getting? It's like, it's not flighty, but it's almost, has Aquarius been kind of unfocused? And maybe not unfocused, but doing too much and not being able to focus on what they want to focus is what I mean. Okay, let's do, that's 3, but it feels right. So we're going to flip. We might have ended up with a love reading when everything else was about, you know, the signs themselves. So this is good. This is nice. Excuse me. Central. We have love. We have the little Cupid with the bow and then the dripping blood from the heart. How romantic. That's the central. That's good. That's an overall good vibe. So something's working out with there. And someone is feeling pretty good about you, and you're feeling pretty good about somebody else. You have the tower with the book. So this is commitments, contracts. I also think this is someone maybe isolating themselves a little bit, or you're not in contact with somebody enough. There's some kind of, not separation, but someone is needing to do stuff for themselves. And there's the book, which is also maybe, you know, someone's kind of closed off a little bit for now, but it's knowledge, you know, they know, they're smart, and it can mean secrets. We'll get there with some clarifiers. I'm not feeling that though. On this side of the equation, you have the woman with the fox. So the fox is clever. They know what they're doing, and they know how to do it. They're really good at hunting, and they get what they want. You know, 9 times out of 10, right? Then the stork. There's changes. The stork is the, you know, migratory bird, so it picks up and leaves and finds a better place to go. Now, with this hunting and slyness, you know, this person, I'm not getting manipulation full on, but they want to maybe tweak things in their favor. So we'll clarify that one as well. But up here you have the heart, which reinforces this love, which is good. Although the pig speaks to a touch of ego. I almost want to say entitlement, but not in a grandiose, obnoxious way. But the bear is a protective element. It can also mean you're worried about your money, you know, you're protecting your money, but I get more someone is protecting themselves and is maybe coming across kind of a jerk, but really they're just trying to buffer themselves. So we're going to go back and check out what this little Cupid is about. Excuse me. Doesn't help I burned Palo Alto and some of my little smoky in here. All right. No, it's too many, but what's popping out is relationship stuff, and that's good. Like this one, which is the meeting, which is the handshake. This is commitment, and it's fair, it's equal, it's balanced, which is good. It's too many as well. It's that unfocusy feeling, which is weird. It's almost, I haven't gotten that on any other shuffles. It's kind of like, woo, a little all over the place. But the home, and it's, like I said, it's the stability. It's a balanced vibe moving forward. Now, I do want to find out, I think it wants me to move over to here. We'll come back to the house specifically if we need to, if this doesn't kind of figure out. You have the man. So this is, maybe who Aquarius is dealing with. If it's a woman, or, maybe they are dealing with a man, or maybe it's Aquarius themselves. But the moon is perception, it's intuition, it's also getting recognition, and kind of being in the spotlight way. Maybe for, let's find out if another card wants to come out on this one. Let's see. The Rider. Whatever messages come in, it's quick, and it's good. It's a definitive action. Oh my gosh, I have shuffled these cards so much, but the Safe and the Scythe keep coming out together. I think there's either major protection or major change, and people are doing pretty big self-adjustments. I'm not getting that this is going out towards anyone. I think this is Aquarius cutting. I think a lot of people are cutting a lot of crap in this time period. A lot of trimming the fat and figuring things out. And like I said, they're observing, and then with the eyeball, and they're learning, they're seeing, they're opening up. And then there's the Mountain, which is a block. I think whatever is not serving you is being realized, cut out, and blocked. So, it's not bad, and it sounds severe, but there's a lot of people taking stock on who and what they deal with. You have the Letter and the Bride on this side. So I think there's going to be communication to reach whatever kind of changes are wanted, and the bride is getting what you want. So the Ship is the longing. I think it may take longer to get there than what you think, but there is a desire to get there with the Ship. It's just, sea travel takes a little bit, can be kind of choppy. Bring your Dramamine. Children, new beginning. That's great, and this goes back to that stability portion and stuff. I think maybe Aquarius is really weighing what they do, how they do it, and they're seeing maybe how other people see them with the moon situation. And there's realizations going on, because you do have this evolving situation over here that is wanted. It's a wanted change, and that's a positive thing. So now I want to find a little bit more about what this protection business is about. I got a couple for Aquarius here. The key. All right, let's see what's on the other side of this key. I want to find out what's on the other side of this key for Aquarius. Get back here. Aquarius. Okay. This makes sense. So you have the broken mirror with wine, the cat, and the fish. With the broken mirror, it's illusions get broken down. What you hold yourself up in the mirror, the kind of the facade needs to get revamped, torn down. And the wine is, it's stuff that makes you happy, but it could potentially be a superficial happy because it is more of a material kind of enjoyment. And the cat is, it speaks to falseness. So maybe some of this needs to fall away. All this, like I said, it's that not focused, extraneous kind of stuff that maybe needs to get cut out and revamped for Aquarius. But the fish, it's deep emotions, but it's also work and money and stuff. So maybe Aquarius needs to work on this, work on that sector of cutting some crap out. To reach this positive change, it's going to take a little while, but you have love and cooperation and the home and stability at the core of it. So all this stuff can kind of swirl around Aquarius, but at the heart of it, you know what you want, you know what's good. There's no falseness about that. And whoever is on this side, they're putting the time into. They're putting their effort in. So now we're moving into Deviant Moon deck. Just for a general tarot read. All right, 9 of Cups. That's good. Okay, I'm noting these, but I'm not taking them. It's 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 4 of Swords. So that's independence. Someone's kind of trapped up. And the 4 of Swords might be someone needs to apologize, reevaluate, think about themselves or their actions. So, okay. That makes sense. That is too many as well. Okay. King of Swords. All right. How many was that? I am Queen of Swords, 5 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords. So, it felt like too many, but it seemed a little relevant, but let's see. Can I get a clarifier? It's so funny. I was like, the Fool wants to come out. And it did. With 6 of Cups. So, just to note, Ace of Wands on the bottom. So there's... This card is a very warm, loving Ace of Wands. It's not like the sexy phallic stuff that you see in other decks. 9 of Cups, it's what you want. It's your wishes. It's, just make sure it's not overindulging. Maybe with that whole, perception thing, work thing, like doing too much. Don't push it. You have, once again, 4 of Wands. That's stability. That's home. These two things are working together down here. If you'll notice, their hands are shaking and tied together like the handshake in the Gypsy Witch deck. I feel with the 7 of Swords, other decks, it's like the scumbag card, it's the cheating. This one, I always like to point this out. This guy has his swords, but he has it dangling, above his throat. He's ready to eat that sword. So I think it's being aware of your actions, your words. Are you ready to eat that? Are you ready to eat those words if it goes south? Whatever situation, if it doesn't work out. There's the Magician. You have all the tools you need, so don't be sneaky about it. Or maybe somebody is being a little manipulative towards you, with that fox situation, but you're too smart for it. You have everything you want to manifest it. Just watch what you're saying and what you're doing, and don't threaten this Four of Wands. Don't sacrifice the base for just, wanting to mouth off. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords in this, it's like a magician, like a bad magic trick where they trap somebody inside a box and they start putting the knives in, and then they're just like, oh, like they're really hurting them. But this is almost self-imposed, I want to say. I think somebody put themselves in the box, and then all the swords started coming in, or they volunteered for this trick, and they're like, this is not what I signed up for. With the Nine of Pentacles, there's a need for independence. There's a need for autonomy. So maybe this, coming together and everything, there needs to be the balance of no, I'm still my own person. I can do this. Because the King of Swords, that is, the highest King of Swords court card for that. And this is very rational. It's very logical. Some may even say cold, but the world's at their feet with this little monster guy. And they have options. They know how to handle themselves. But this Eight of Swords, they're trapped. Although this is very theatrical, woe is me kind of stuff. When really, no one's fallen on the swords. This person could probably go down the steps and leave anytime they want. So, don't make a mountain out of a molehill, because you have this journey, this Fool. Like, you're willing to go forward and make stuff happen, which is awesome. And then you have the Six of Cups. Just be aware, though, with the Six of Cups, it's not nostalgia versus reuniting. Don't get caught up in the fuzzy, warm memories of something. And, this is a stage. It's puppets on a stage. Don't take, like I said, the theatrics of it. Don't be dramatic when you don't have to be. Don't manipulate when you don't have to. You can be honest but not be a jerk. You can be transparent without having to put up a front of something or an ego, or, have the facade of, tough guy, tough gal, when really, you might be kind of a softie. There's nothing wrong with that. So, we're going to move on to Romance Angels. And we're going to see what they have to say. This deck is growing on me a little bit. Come on, Romance Angels. Here we go. We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Release your ex and reconciliation. So this makes sense with the Six of Cups there. But romantic feelings, you obviously feel something for somebody because of you had all the hearts and the Cupid and the hand holding. And release your ex. So whatever residual energy you have hanging around, time to ditch it. Whether it is that nostalgia that you're thinking of, the warm fuzzies that aren't really warm fuzzies, or you feel like you're beholden or trapped with this Eight of Swords, hit the bricks, because you got the Fool, you've got a new journey going. Move forward with it, because the reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life, which is interesting. I mean, it's Mercury retrograde, so keep your eyes peeled for that. The Six of Cups makes sense with the reconciliation, but you also have release your ex. So maybe it's time to reconcile what happened with an ex to be okay in the present, because I think you have a lot of love surrounding you now, and maybe whatever happened in the past, you need to write it. Like, I almost said Quantum Leap. How old is that show? But, it's time to wrap it up. It's loose end time. So I'm moving on to the crystal deck, which is taking the place of the Vintage Wisdom Oracle this time around. And it's stones and crystals. And it has nice keywords that I think are good, positive things for the Cosmic Pep Talk. But if you happen to have these stones, maybe even carrying them with you can up your vibe for a little bit, which is always kind of cool. We have ruby, which is passion, courage, consciousness. Sunstone, which is good fortune, willpower, and originality. Rose quartz is unconditional love, peace, romantic love, trust, and harmony. So look at all that pink and red. I'm telling you, there is love. There's a lot of warmth, which is good. And, that consciousness part with the ruby, I think is very important. The willpower and good fortune, I think Aquarius needs that to not go back to old ways, or, not old ways, not that they were bad, but maybe old patterns of thinking. It's the change into the new, because there is this romantic love, and that's so awesome. There's these little meanings on the back which are pretty cool, and I think resonate very well. So, love's coming into your life, and in a way that will help you heal past wounds and move on. Okay. With the Sunstone, you have, it's time to call upon your willpower and independence, Nine of Pentacles, to drive your goals forward. Let the light flow into all that you undertake. Well, there you go. Ruby is, your life will soon be filled with passion and bliss, and it's time to release negative anger and heavier unconscious emotions to seek this. So yeah, there's a lot of energy that is pent up, I think, for Aquarius, that's just got to blow off. Blow off that steam, baby. And I think you have the core. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff swirling around you. Time to, pull it in and just really appreciate, the good things you have. All right, Aquarius, Germ will be back in April, and we will talk to you then.